everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hairyman Late Night with the ladies. Got the ladies in the house, and we're going to have some fun. Got a lot of things to show you. We got a lot of things to talk about. So I hope everybody's having a good evening. I can see the chat is a building. It's a building. It's a slow one, but it's a building. And people will be here. I'll see you all. But I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in the ladies. I think we should bring in Miss Sandra Piper.
Hello, everyone.
I gotta find my chair. Yay, Sandra!
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Let's see, who else do we have? Somebody else is here. They want in. They do want in. I think we should let Stevie in before she breaks the door down. What do you think? Stevie! Hey!
I'm too tired to break the door down right now.
She's here. She's here.
How
are you,
Miss Sandra? It's always so
I'm good. Doing good tonight.
You look so pretty.
Well, thank
It's
you.
always so great to see you. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to talk over you.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's all good. Let's bring on our next guest. The Bat Mom. Welcome.
Mom.
Great to see you. Great to see you. I hope you had a good day.
I did. I hope you guys did too. It was a long day.
It was. I had a lot of stuff to do today, so it was a long day. And I've also got my sister, Sue's here. I don't know if she's there. She had to run and do something real quick. So she will be here. Oh, I better catch that music before it starts over again. There we go. But ladies, welcome. I'm so happy you're all here. We got together again to gnaw on a few things and to show a few pictures. Sandra promised pictures. So that's what we got for today. But let's see what we got in the chat. So we have got Enzo. Hello, my friend. Rex Hand, Val, Jay Fritz, of course. I hope he didn't bring his mop hair.
Right.
Grasshopper, Woods. Hello and welcome. Western New York Bigfoot. Nikki kicked me out of it. Yeah, I did. I think you kicked yourself out, dude. It was all you. Anyway, but that's something we shall not talk about till Sunday. So we will talk about that on Sunday. Oh, I talked to Rex, and I think that's who we've got in right now. Well, there's more, but who are speaking? Who else is speaking in here? I think I got everybody. If I didn't get all of you, I'm sorry. There's former everything. What? Jaylena is currently drinking a milkshake. Oh, Jaylena. Jay. Okay.
Oh.
I must be tired. That took me a sec to get that one. Anyway, ladies, again, thank you for being here. And I think we should get straight to Miss Sandra. I really do. Because
Lord.
I know. But when you see what beautifulness is going to come up, you're going to be like, it's amazing. So I don't want to hold off anymore because I'm just so excited.
We've been waiting a long time.
I know. So in a previous ladies' night, we were talking about, a little bit about each other. And Sandra was the first time coming on to a podcast, correct? Was that first time on my show?
Yes. Yes.
And we learned that Sandra used to be a bodybuilder. And she used to be a heavyweight lifter. What do you call it?
Yeah. A power
And
lifter.
power lifter. That
Right,
was it.
right.
Power lifter. So we were like, I want to see some pictures. I want to see some pictures.
Back in the younger days.
Back in her days.
Yeah.
And her daughter sent me a bunch of her photos with Sandra's permission so that we could share that with the group. And so, Jaylene, I'll hold on to your chocolate shake there. And we'll go on. So here's Miss Sandra.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was before my very first contest that I'd only been working out maybe a couple of years, maybe 1.5 years. So I had just started.
And how old were you there?
I was probably I was middle 20s, 25, 28.
Hot stuff.
Wow.
Right. Wow.
Not too much muscle, but I had the diet down right because I
You
had
had a body.
abs, as
Look
you
at
can
look at
see.
your body.
Dang.
Yeah,
Right.
Where is my sister? Is she coming or what? Hurry up, Suze. So here's from the other angle.
yeah. But just started working on my upper body was shaping up pretty good. I had a little problem getting my legs to cut right, but the upper body was coming along okay.
Sexy lady.
I've
Yep.
never looked like that.
I don't know if
I've
you
never
call it
looked like
sexy or not, but
Never.
there it was. Though,
Yeah.
when you own a gym, and I had 2 gyms there, to show somebody or to tell someone how to do this, you got to kind of get in there and do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you did, girlfriend. You
So,
did.
yeah.
And well, the color pictures are coming. So I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
But you want to hear a story? Well, when her daughter was sending me these pictures, like yesterday, somebody was told me I had gotten hacked on Facebook. So I was being real wary about, stuff. And her daughter sent me a bunch of pictures, but when they came to me, they were concealed, and it just said tap to reveal picture. It did, the pictures didn't come up right away. So I was like, oh crap, what is this? And I didn't recognize her name. And I clicked one, and this picture came up. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody sent me some sex thing. So I blocked her. And then I realized, and then I looked at the name again, and it had Piper in there. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I had to go back real quick, and I unblocked her. And it was all of these pictures. But I was in my car, and I'm driving, and I thought, oh God, somebody sent me.
Got some porn.
Yeah.
Some porn. Oh wow.
Wow.
Is that not beautiful?
Right?
That really is. It's hard to see it when you're on your phone, but that is amazing.
Oh.
That is.
I wish
You
I
were
had
so
my waist,
thin.
and I
That
wish I
was
had
not
abs
nice.
like that right now. But big difference in age now. But
You were so
Right.
thin
I
though.
still had problems getting my legs to cut. Upper body always, I did okay with the upper body. I just had trouble getting my legs to develop enough.
Uh-huh. Wow.
But
Beautiful.
I did as good as I could do for my body type,
That's amazing.
Enzo says she's a brick house.
Yeah.
Enzo said, oops, can't click on him. Nope. Jay says, holy shit, woman. And damn, Sandra, I'm feeling kind of fluttery right now. Jay's like, damn, those long legs.
You
And
should have these posted up in your house.
Well, I had a nice album, but when one of the hurricanes had come through and our house flooded, I don't know if Nikki, if you remember all that a couple of years back, we lost everything in that home. And I would say probably 85% of my stuff got destroyed.
wow.
So I was lucky to even have these pictures. That's why I was asking my daughter if she could find any of my powerlifting pictures. I would like for you to see those, to where I set the Florida state record in the bench press and in the deadlift. I weighed in at 123 and a half and benched 185. And I did a deadlift of 315, weighing in at 123 and a half. And I set 2 state records that day. And I held those records for about 5 years.
Oh,
That's
my
amazing.
goodness.
That is amazing.
Dang. And I complain about bringing the kitty litter in.
Well, it makes you think, like, what did you do with your life? I don't have any of that at all. Wow. That's amazing, Sandra.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
What is this? The picture of what was this? What show was this? Or what was it?
Well, these were different ones. If you notice the suits that I had on are different colors. That's how I can tell which contest is which. The one that I have, the green suit, was the one, like that green suit there. That's when I probably was my most developed. I don't know if I have any good pictures of the green suit. That one, they were all different contests. I don't know. When I sold my gym, I had a big picture window in one of my gym, and I had 150 trophies.
Whoa.
So I had been through the gambit with the competition stuff as far as I could go without getting any bigger. I didn't want to get to the manly look. If you go any further, you got to just get them big muscles, and I didn't want that look. So it's like I said, to teach somebody how to pose, to show them how to do the diet, and to show them how to do lifting weights and being heavy and learning how to do it. You have to do it yourself. You can't read this from a book and then go in there and do it. It don't work that way.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Your legs were gorgeous.
Well, here I started getting some development. As you can see, I had one muscle coming down there pretty good, to where when I was posing or doing leg shots, you could actually see striations in my legs.
Wow.
You kind of look like Stevie a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you see the resemblance a little bit?
Yes, I do. Actually, I do.
Well, my hair was natural curly. And as you can see, it's really curly. But even though it's long, I still have a lot of that old curl, even though it's gray or white, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's more white than it is gray. I still have the curl.
Yeah, mine coming back in. I'm getting the curl back. Mine was really curly and long. I always kept my hair long.
Stevie's hair is looking great. Looking great.
It is.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm so glad now it's coming back in. Look.
Oh,
My God.
look at that.
Look at her.
Wow.
So Sandra Sims
You know what
in
I love?
competition.
What I love is in every picture so far that I've seen, she just looks happy. She looks thrilled. You know,
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Yep.
So was this were you happy during this time?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was happy, but when you get up in front of five, six, 700 people and do this, you have to put on a show. You don't want to get up there and not smile and act like you're having a good time, even if you're not, but I did. I enjoyed myself. I like doing it. Um, I sold my gym when I was 43 and went to college and went into education and went into mathematics. I just needed to find another career. I had enough. I'd been in it 16 years, and I said, I just wanted to find something else to do. So I went back to school at 43 and
That's
went
cool.
that way with it.
That's very cool.
Yeah, amazing. Totally amazing. Let's see. Here's some more. These
Yeah,
girls
that's just some
not bulk.
clippings. They're old. There's
Sandra
that bottom one I
Sims.
was doing a bench press there, but you can't see it. It's too dark.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. You can just kind of see it. Women in sports. These girls want tone, not bulk.
That's right.
Yeah, most women I worked with didn't. Though I had a team, I had a women's powerlifting team, and there were 9 women on that team, and the whole 9 years we were undefeated. In any contest we went to, we always walked away with the high trophy.
Wow. That's nice. Look at that profile.
I know.
Great.
Thank you, Betty.
That's amazing. I'm in awe.
I know. I was trying to get these all loaded up before the show, and I wanted to stop and really try to read, but I'm like, I gotta put this up first.
Now, in that picture, I worked for a company called Central Florida Spas. And I started out with that company, and I was probably maybe about 20 years old. And in this picture, that's a powerlifting trophy there. I had not been in any kind of bodybuilding there. I just was starting into my powerlifting career.
Wow.
Had you had kids yet? Was this before or after you
No,
had kids?
no, I didn't. I had Allison, I was right at 35 years old.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now, I had some stepdaughters, but she was my only birth daughter. And I got divorced at 43, and I did a lot of traveling with this business, and I didn't want to do that and have a family. I needed to settle down, and that's when I decided to go back to school and get into something a little more where I could stay home and do.
Right.
What would you have done different?
What do you mean done different when?
Would you have still sold the gym and went to school, or would you?
Well, I don't know. Life is being then a single parent and trying to raise a child, and and the child being in school and you gone on the weekends and traveling. Plus, I was getting kind of burned out with it anyway. I'd been in it, a long
I'd
time,
imagine that.
and I was just kind of looking for something different. And my family, a few of the people in my family were educators. And so I thought, well, I'll just go back to school and see what's going on with that. And just kind of got into the educational part of, I got hired at one of the college that I went to. I got hired in the math department, and that's kind of where that started. So I just kind of took from there.
I was just going to say, I'd imagine, you know, after selling the gym and going to school, part of your decision was you're starting to feel it in your body too, you know, having a child at 35 and then, you know, still powerlifting and yeah.
Yeah, I was. And, you know, it's just like anything, even anything that you really enjoy doing, after so many years of doing it, sometimes you just want to do something else.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. I'm at that point. I am so at that point.
I know you are. I can tell in your voice you are so ready to retire.
I am.
You have had enough.
I've actually been working. I've had a job on the books, Social Security, since I was 12.
Whoa.
Yeah. I've been working since I was 12. I was working under a false work permit that said that I was 15. But yeah, it's if you look at like your Social Security record, it shows I was 12 years old. First time they collected from me. Yeah, I'm ready to retire. I've done a lot. I'm ready to do more, but more that I want to do and not for somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Well, those were amazing photos. Thank you so much for sharing those with us.
Yes, they are.
Well, you're welcome.
There you go. Yeah, totally amazing. Is there something with the rest of you gals that you have done that you know, people don't know about that you would share? Is there, you know, I mean, I'm always on here. I'm always sharing all my shit I do. But is there something special that you guys think, you know, like, wow, they don't know that I do this, or, you know, I mean, we didn't know Stevie was such a big Fisher girl.
Well, I wasn't. It's recent. This is just recent for me. Yeah, I'm definitely addicted to it. Yeah, I love it. But I wish I'd have caught on to it earlier, you know, years ago. I keep being reminded of spots that I would take my girls when they were little. Now that they're grown and I haven't been there in so many years, like the place we went today, went to Blue Springs State Park. I hadn't been there since my girls were little, you know, and I'm a grandma now. So it's been years. And I'm starting to see these bodies of water along the way. And I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one. You know, there's lakes everywhere, Lord knows. But yeah, I've been around water.
You guys are in an area.
And I can't believe I haven't fished before now. Really, as much as I've been around water. I mean, I did crabbing and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
But
not like fish.
I was hearing
that, Mom. Does everybody know how much holistic knowledge that you have?
Not that I know of.
Because you do. You have a lot of holistic knowledge.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn as much as possible so that when we don't have it, I'll be able to take care of my children.
Mm-hmm. I think you're
and myself, because I need all the holistic medicine I can get. No, I don't.
Rex says I'm retiring March 1st. Well, congratulations.
What are you making right now? Like, what kind of tinctures and stuff do you make? What kind of stuff do you have for your family on hand?
Right now, I just have. I just made some infused oils out of. I can't even say it. Calendula.
Oh yeah, calendula or something like that. I can't say it either.
I know. So I was infusing oils. I'm making fire cider. I haven't made that yet. So
what is that?
I made it, but it takes like 6 weeks. Everything takes forever. So I infused oil in the Instapot last night.
Oh gosh.
Because it's for like my skin is really, really dry and it's been cracking really bad. To where it's like really painful. So I made the oils to make the salves, the ointments to heal my hands because they're jacked. But I put it on last night and it worked really good so far.
You're gonna have to share that with me because mine are too. My skin is so dry, especially with the cold that's been. I mean, but my hands in the water, you know, all day, and I wash my hands at work all day after touching money or being outside. I'm out there all day, off and on all day. Yeah, my hands. I always wash my hands, and they are, like you said, to the point where my skin is cracking on my fingers.
Well, it's to where like I felt like my finger was gonna fall off. Like it's really, really bad, and I can't touch. They break really bad by my nails, and I thought it was stress, but now I don't know. But I can't pick anything up, so I have to wear like
just
gloves.
One finger?
Oh no, all of my fingers.
Is it eczema?
No, I never had eczema, but can you see like at all? I don't know.
It looks kind of like eczema.
Well, no, I've never had it. Stop it! I've never had eczema. No, they just said it was dry skin, and like it just started maybe 2 years ago. So I thought it was stress, but because it'll come and go. But now that you're saying eczema. No, it could be.
It's the same thing. It's just dry skin, but it does have some kind of connection with like your lungs.
Well, my lungs are jacked. It could be.
Jay. Jay says he can rub the oil on you, ladies.
That's what we'll say to him when he's in the dungeon. When he's in the little dungeon.
He puts
the oil on them.
Yeah, Sandra, you were so oily in some of those pictures. Did you ever like slide off the stage?
No.
That was a good question, actually.
That is funny. So interesting. That is interesting.
I remember I was in martial arts. I don't think anybody knows about that.
I don't even know about that.
You too? So was I.
I learned Aikido. Mine was Aikido. What'd you guys learn?
Taekwondo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just the little local shop. But I went all the way to brown belt, first degree.
Oh, that's awesome. I just went to the second degree yellow belt.
Oh, cool.
I bought a black belt. I bought a black belt at the mall the other day.
I did a little bit of boxing.
I was young. I was very young. I couldn't test for my second degree brown belt because I was pregnant actually with my oldest daughter.
Shit.
And you have to spar to.
Yeah, it's really hard to test for a belt, you guys. You have to like.
It's the formation first. Yeah, it's your formation first, and then sparring later on with the formation. Yeah, it's a lot. I miss it a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do.
It is. Good for you. I like that
for
stuff.
You too. That's cool.
I forgot it all, I'm sure, easily.
I don't know. I think it comes to me because the other day I tripped and I was about to fall down, and instead of falling on my face, I rolled into it just like
ninja style.
So it'll come back to you if you need it.
That's what I needed to learn, so I didn't break up my knee.
Yeah, you got to roll into it.
I've always had quick reflexes, so I was really good. I was always good at guarding myself, So, and I could kind of anticipate it, so it was fun. Yeah, I miss it, but wouldn't remember anything.
How many
muscle memory there?
Whose question is that for? How many years? Who are you talking to, or Richie?
Or at? Or...
Yeah, who, what, when? We need more info.
I think I worked for 26 years. But I'm still working. I mean, I didn't stop.
He's talking to Rex.
Oh, he's not even talking to us.
Oh, okay. See? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention over there. Joe says, I'm a kung fu master when I run into a spider web.
That's funny.
Right.
Oh, guys, I was in the laundry room last night and I was looking up and that I swear I think it's the same spider from the last time.
Yeah.
And it was like making eggs or something. I don't know. And then this other spider comes crawling up. And I was like, oh, spider. And the girl just goes and whacks it. And it was huge. Okay. And then it wasn't just like, you know how you accidentally whack it because you get so excited and you're like, oh my God. And then they're like, ah, and then you run. No, she did it again. And then I was just standing there. I was like, you're a stone cold killer because she just did it with her hand. Her boyfriend came in and I was like, your wife's a killer. And he's like, I know. She worked at the prison for 20 years. I was like, oh. Like, who does that? It was amazing.
I at least use my shoe.
Yeah. I would have just let it crawl up and run away.
No, because my fear is not seeing where it goes.
Where it went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I see it, I'm good if I see it. Because I will kill it. But letting it go or it getting lost, that's my fear of it being there in the morning on me or something. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, if it's in your house. That was the laundry room. It's to every man's, no.
Well, it's like palmetto bugs down here. I know Sandra will agree.
Oh gosh.
My God. They're the
things are huge.
They're like giant flying cockroaches.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't like it when cockroaches fly.
And they come at you.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's like cicadas. Cicadas do that. They fly at your head.
Yeah,
your
hair. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
For one camping trip, I had a headlamp because I thought I'd be so cool. Because it was like when I used to drink a lot, and I'd be like have my beers, and I had a headlamp. and when it got dark, all of them were like bouncing off my head because of the light, and I'm screaming.
No, it's like those wolf spiders. They have wolf spiders here. When I first started working for the county, I'd work nights and I'd have to go put the gator away, the 4-wheeler. And the first time I did it, I opened up the garage door, hit the light, and I just stepped in to pull the chain. And when I hit the chain, something drops down on my arm, and then it just took off. And I never seen a wolf spider before. If you've never seen one, it looks like a mini tarantula, but they come at you. They are one of the few species of a spider that will attack a human.
I know they look ugly, and they do have a
they're freaky, and that was the last time I ever went in that shed.
Are they the ones with all the eyes, or am I thinking of the jumping spider?
I think they jump. Those spiders, don't they jump? Or that's brown recluse.
Well, I like those little bitty ones that have all the eyes.
Oh, those are cute.
They jump on you. They jump.
Yeah. Do those bite?
The 168,
but they don't really, unless you're poking at them.
The campsite at the 168, if you have to, where we were camped out for last Thanksgiving, if you had to walk to the bathroom while I was in a wheelchair, so I'm going across this little area of grass, and Mogs shines a flashlight and he's like, look, you see that? And I'm thinking it's like, drops of dew or something. No, they're little eyes of spiders everywhere. I mean, they just glistened off the grass like it was, morning dew. I'm like, oh my God. Get me out of here.
Little eyes. Little eyes looking at you.
Yeah.
What, Enzo? He says his basement is full of brown recluse spiders. That's dangerous, dude.
We have brown recluse and wolf spiders.
I mean, we have black widows here.
We have scorpions too.
Yeah,
no.
The baby ones are the killers.
Scorpions here. I know there's
scorpion there, sister. You have different scorpions. You have a different kind of scorpion there.
Oh, well, but I haven't had any where I'm living at. I haven't experienced any, but I've got a regular, a guy who sprays, so I'm probably keeping him away pretty good.
I think from what I understand, Florida has three species of scorpions. That, I mean, I'm not sure if that's how true that is. I had somebody tell me that, but I saw one. It's kind of like a tannish color. It's not your typical looking scorpion.
You think
It's
one
real
species
small.
would be enough?
Yeah, right. But you wouldn't think in Florida. I don't know.
Hello, Uncle Bones. He says he's late to the party.
Camel spiders, they run after you. And they scream too.
Yeah, that's what I heard for sure.
I used to leave my husband's box, my ex-husband, he'd send boxes back when he was coming back from Afghanistan, and I wouldn't bring them in. I just leave them outside. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Because I guess they crawl in there and make themselves a little homey. Yeah. And then they surprise you when they pop up.
Yeah, that's true. I never did think about that. My husband would always bring his gear and just take up the whole living room with gear.
That reminds me of the Arachnophobia movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Every time I take a shower, that reminds me of that too.
Mm-hmm.
And popcorn. Oh my God.
Okay, so girls, it's time to talk about something that happened last Friday on Hairyman. Not today, but last one. And that was, let me get through Sandra here. We were discussing on the Hairyman Hijinks in the Morning Show with JoJo, Why Are My Nuts in the Toilet Water? book. This guy wrote this book, and as we're going through it, the topic kind of changed a little bit, and the whole topic came upon a man and his size. Okay. And JoJo seemed quite taken back by the fact that I said size matters.
Yes.
And he seemed to think that maybe I was not being truthful, or that maybe my opinion was just, my opinion, and it wasn't the general consensus. And I said, well, I hate to say it, but I think I'm pretty right, in regards to to that. And he says, well, I need to know. And he wanted to know the answers. And he was, it was comical. It was comical. You'll have to go back and watch last Friday's show. But we may bring him, if he's still in the chat. I know he showed his head. He's listening out there. We might bring him on to explain what his dismay was, but I want to bring it to you ladies. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I in saying that size matters, and that for years women want to make guys feel good, right? They generally want to say, no, you're fine. It's all how you use it.
No, we lie. We're so full of crap. Because you guys don't know how to use nothing. I'm just saying.
We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Because then we have to listen to it for the rest of our life.
Right.
Yeah. But it's all us. Just it's all us.
I think I kind of got that little bit of that conversation going in chat, but I have to say I didn't see the first part because I was at work. And my boss kept walking by, and I had you up on my computer, just small. So every time I'd hear her coming, I'd have to pause. So I was following more in chat than I was able to actually hear. I missed the first part of it, but
yeah,
you saw where I jumped in the chat.
Yeah.
But
and but he seemed quite like, what? And I'm like, well, I'm just telling you how it is. That's the way I roll. You're gonna ask, and it's kind of stemmed from this book was made because of things that happen to older men. That happens as they get older, and part of that was gravity. They were talking about how simple as that, the guy's nuts hang in the water. And I go, well, we experience that when you guys don't put the toilet seat down, we in the middle of the night, that can happen. So, but then you got that argument, well, you guys can put it down just like we could put it down. And
you shouldn't have to touch the toilet.
We're too tired by pretending that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and we're really working it. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting. And it's silly. It's all a silly topic, but it's just fun to hear the other side of the story. So I'm going to go ahead and...
Joe. Oh, wait, who said that? I don't know who said that.
That's next slap.
I've had a dip or two.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm still safe.
You have nuts in the toilet. You need to see a doctor.
What was that? Nut slap potty mouth. Oh wait, what happened?
Yeah, nut. So he's got a potty mouth.
Who is that?
He's my friend.
Oh, cool. Hi, friend.
Yeah, he's from the other chats.
Okay.
Hi, Nutslap. Nice to meet you.
He's funny. I know. I like his name.
Conversation. Yeah,
it's perfect.
So anyway, I put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to join in the conversation, just my eye says, where's Jeff when you need him?
Oh, there's Miss Dill.
Oh, is she here?
Yeah. She says, Nikki, I have no link. And it's right above her.
I sent you the link in your email, but go ahead. I just put it back. Go ahead. Go ahead. Click, click, click. There's Mr. Haywood. Welcome.
Joe's too afraid to join.
Yeah, you'll be like, I'm waiting to see if Mr. JoJo's got enough strength to come in here.
That's what's like almost every man, though, right? I mean, like, they all think that they are, that they know that they're God's gift to women, or that they got it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not. Where's our opening up? We didn't get no opening music.
I know.
Yeah, I got you guys a big old opening music.
I'm
I brought you in with a song called Come Get With Us.
Okay.
Mr. JoJo Bone.
Hey, Mr. Bone.
Welcome to the chat. How are you, sir?
Okay, now I've got to, hang on a second. I got to kill the other one.
Kill it.
Killed it. My dog is snoring. That is not me.
Okay. Here I am.
Here you are, listening from the bed. Have you been a lazy man today?
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, my show and everything.
I've got one of my many women on hold right now just to take this show.
Oh my goodness.
That's how important it is.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what is the? I want to poll each woman to tell me they like big ones.
I like big ones.
Okay, who said that?
I said
Who said that?
Susie said that.
That's Nikki's sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the family.
No, yeah. It needs
everybody.
to be thick and girth and width.
Okay, so who else says they like big ones?
Come on,
And
Sandra.
I plead the fifth.
All right.
That sounds good.
Hey, I didn't know we could do that. Yes, I plead the fifth also.
Okay. So Oh, wait a minute. The screen's too small. Can't see. Okay. Bat Mom, what do you say?
I just said it. Yes.
You like the big ones?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Hard to come by, though.
3 out of 5.
Did you hear that, JoJo?
Huh?
She said, but they're hard to come by.
Well, wait a minute. How big? Well, let's do it this way. How big is big? How
I
big?
put the
do you have
fifth
to be to
now.
be called big?
Yeah, I've never had a measuring tape handy, so
Let's just say above average.
Well, what's
You-
average?
You remember you looked up what was average.
It's like 5.5 inches or something.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Okay, bigger than average. Now, is length more important than circumference?
Mm.
they're equally important. I would
See, I've talked to a lot of women say circumference is actually more important to them. They like it big.
That's
they
all
like
just
it big
depends on
around.
the woman. That all depends on the woman.
You
for
think?
sure. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now it could be there's not really a physiological reason for that, but there is a psychological reason for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a
What?
visual turn on. You know, the whole
No.
idea of it is
No.
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
so.
Not at all.
no, I didn't mean visual. Let's take that word back. I'm saying the idea of it is a turn on.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, it doesn't diminish it. A turn on is a turn on. Doesn't matter why. Okay, so we've got 2 out of 5 here.
2 out of 5?
It is my vote count, and I vote. It doesn't matter. So that's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. It's 3 out of 5. It does matter. Okay. Well, there you go.
There you go. You got your answer.
This is a scientific poll.
Yeah.
It is.
It's as scientific as you can get.
I got a certificate online for being one of those.
I did my
Okay.
own. I did my own personal investigation throughout the year.
Okay. Did you?
Yes. Years. It's taken years. That's boots on the ground right there.
Yeah, that is.
I'll tell you.
No, it's
Real
boots on the ground.
researchers.
Boots on the ground.
Okay. Well, I have to go and reinvent myself now mentally.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Just
thanks
do
for.
those moves like on the intro to the hijinks show. You know how
Yeah.
you shaking it, and you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
All right. All right. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna jump back out and watch. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You took it
Bye-bye.
well. You took it well.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
You took it like a man.
Yes.
That's good. I like it that way. Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Joe.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Bones.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Mr. Bone, do you need help? He's like, I had to do that because he said I wouldn't do that, so I had to do that.
Yeah, you can't let nobody punk you.
Nope.
No.
Absolutely
no,
not. Absolutely not. Nut slap says a scientific large pole. Yeah. So security
There was a lot.
run out pretty soon. Oh, okay. He's talking about something else. What's this one? Now I ask,
Did you see what Richie wrote?
is he too small or is it just too big? Richie, where? Oh, hold on. 4.5 to 8 inches average width. Most men use baby condoms, and
That'd be
some
awesome if you
of
think,
us,
baby.
like me, can't at all max. The Magnum.
Oh,
That was a joke. That whole thing was a whole joke like that. I think they started making them smaller too, just to make you feel better that you got a Magnum.
Everything's a lie.
There's a lie.
Everything's a lie.
Oh man. Okay, so let's get to some other questions that I have here for the group. What is the most ridiculous fact you know? What is something you know that is like the most ridiculous thing? That's one question.
Grasshopper.
I'll just keep adding condoms. It'll get bigger. Bigger eventually.
I don't know, sister. I've said a lot of ridiculous things, but I can't remember all of them. What's something ridiculous that I said?
Well, I think it's a fact, not something you said. Was it?
Well,
Is it a fact?
Yeah, it's a fact. It's something that you know that maybe we don't know. What's something you know that we don't know? We could make it easier.
Something ridiculous.
Oh, Jay, do we make condoms for thimbles?
Oh my gosh, it's getting pretty funny in the chat
Yeah.
right now.
They're a little dark. Thimbles.
You're double wrapping. What kind of women are you meeting?
Ridiculous.
That's funny. That's so
Took me a minute.
Oh my goodness. How about, is there a kid movie that completely scared you?
A kid movie.
Or what's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Or a movie that did scare you? I can
Fire in the
remember being really?
Yeah.
Terrified.
The Exorcist scared me.
Movie. Motel Hell. Do you remember that one?
I remember that one.
I was scared to death watching that one.
My dad
That was
used to take us
scary.
to drive-through when I was probably like 7, 8 years old. Me and my sister, and we'd be sitting in the back seat, and we'd stop along the way and pick up Wendy's and, burgers, chili. He took us. He took us to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that was scary.
And then it's like, if you remember the movie, the drive-ins, the restrooms in the playground area was right there under the screen or close to the screen. And you had to walk far, and it's like, I didn't want to get out the car. That scared me to death. And I think it traumatized me because I don't like scary movies. I really don't. It's fun.
I think it's so. Are there any more drive-in theaters?
Yeah,
there's one here in Florida. I've never been though. But there,
we have one.
Yeah,
we have one.
Yeah, I haven't been. I've been to the flea market, but never to see a movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We got one.
There used to be one here, but I remember going to the movie theater where I grew up, and that was a big deal. Did you ever go to that movie theater, Susie, or the drive-in?
Well, I went as an adult. I didn't go when I was little.
I used to.
Wait,
where I grew up
as an adult?
Yeah, the one that's here in Phoenix.
No, the one in Flagstaff.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a drive-in in Flagstaff.
Last movie I saw to drive-in was Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, but it was because we sat on the roof of our friend's house, right in the beginning of front of our neighborhood. You had to drive down Ladson Lane. There was a drive-in theater to the right as you're driving in. So basically our neighborhood was right behind the theater. You could sit on top of the house and watch a movie. But if you had to have AM radio to tune into the sound, the movie right in front of you. We used to get run off all the time. I grew up with the theater, driving right there.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience.
The Exorcist scared me, and then I had to go home and be by myself, and that scared me being alone.
Well, me being from DC, Sandra, I've been down the stairs there in Georgetown where they filmed The Exorcist, where the priest goes down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really? Yeah, they're wicked close to each other, so it's freaky and it's so steep. Yeah, it's it's a little creepy just knowing it came from that movie, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I remember my first drive-in movie was Jaws.
That's
Jaws
what Enzo
scared
said.
me.
Yeah.
Enzo said that part
It
where
was
the head, where
scary
you
to
see
me.
the head, that head that rolls in that where they look through the hole in the boat and that head comes in.
Oh,
Yeah,
That is still scary. I don't care how old I get.
yeah, that was scary.
because you never
That was
quite know when
scary.
it's gonna pop out. You know it's coming.
Yeah, it's freaky every time too.
Yep.
Let me think. I like scary movies though.
Me too.
As much as I say I don't like them, I've seen most of them because I grew up with my family watching them. You know, went to movies
Yeah.
over sitting at home, but we were
Yeah.
always watching a scary movie. The classics, though, you know, as I got older, if once I had a choice, yeah.
Salem's Lot.
I remember that one. Yep.
I know I've seen it, but I can't remember the
Rosemary's
actors.
Baby.
Yep.
Oh,
Matter of
God,
fact, I
yeah.
saw that
Yeah.
one recently again. They just had
Yeah,
that.
they
thing.
had it playing.
Yep.
Do you remember the movie It with James Arness
Yeah,
playing the It?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's an oldie.
yeah, but
That's
that
an
book
oldie.
was terrible. The book was demented. Like it was just bad. And you guys read the book?
Yeah, I
I didn't
did. And Pet Cemetery and a couple others. Stephen
Yeah,
King.
That shit. I mean, sorry, that was real. I mean, that stuff really happened, and it was dark. It was just really dark.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah.
I gotta go put some cream in my soup. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. How do I do this?
My soup. What are you making? Tomato soup?
Tortilla soup.
Oh, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, how do I turn that off? There you go.
Oh, okay. There she goes. I was going to say, you better mooch yourself. Yeah, cool. That's fun. Somebody else had said, what was the Blob?
Yeah.
And that was
See, who played in that? The first Blob. What was the guy's name?
I don't
It
know.
was a famous actor. I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about, and I'm horrible with names.
Yeah.
I can find out. I just don't want to use my computer because it's working right
Somebody
now.
in chat should remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Blob. Oops. I didn't put so now it's just describing Blob. The Blob, 1958 cast. Steve McQueen.
There you go.
Yep.
That was it. Yeah.
Yep, Steve McQueen. Wow.
I remember Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, that was a good. Oh man, when that dog had that guy's face on there, that was scary. That was the worst thing. Because I was like the dog. I was so into animals.
You're talking about dog. Cujo scared the hell out of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Pet Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Those were scary, for sure.
You know what scared me was the movie, the first It with the clown.
Yes.
The series, with the clown.
Yeah.
That one was scary.
What year did that come out? I'm thinking of the 1991 with Tim Curry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one was a good one.
Yeah.
The second one they made after wasn't any good.
Yeah.
Not like
he
the first
was
one.
scary. Well, Tim Curry's an excellent actor.
Yes.
Scared. It's hard to believe what he looked like now. Now compared to like when he did Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh,
He has played some good parts, real different types.
Right. Completely. Oh, I loved
Mhm.
Clue when he did Clue. I like that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything scared me. I remember when the Amityville come out. I had read the book first and then went and seen the movie. That kind of scared me.
Yeah, because didn't that really happen? Like, that was a true story.
Well, I don't know if it was true so much. They say, the Warrens said it was true and this and that. And I don't know. I think a bunch of money got involved and who knows what really went on.
Right.
Yeah, Poltergeist. That's another one.
Yeah, and the Poltergeist was good. Yeah, that was a good one.
Leaving a TV on after that wasn't optional.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, now the channels stay on. All you've got, 24/7 channels on. But back in the 70s at midnight, that shit turned off, the American Anthem would come on.
American Anthem came on.
And white, that was the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The white snow, what do you call it? The white noise?
No.
Yeah. White noise. Yeah.
Yep. That would come on. I remember that. Then you knew it was really late and you're like, oh crap, I gotta go to bed.
The Shining, that one. The twins in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That always freaked me out.
Yeah.
That was such a weird movie.
It was a weird movie.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Joe singing that song from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then Mo says, the truth comes out, huh, Joe?
Oh, man. Tim Curry Congo.
Yeah, Congo. That was good.
Oh, with the big monkey?
Good movie. About a monkey. Yeah, about an ape. And then there were the killer apes in that one.
Planet of the Apes.
That was a good yarn.
I remember Planet of the Apes. Remember that?
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Charlton Heston?
Yep.
That's good. That was good. What is he saying? I may feel murder was definitely 100% true. The son didn't murder the whole family, and I used to live in Amityville, about a mile or two from there.
I've been to the house. I parked in front of the house. Got ran off. Well, not kind of. The security guy came through, and he was cool. He was cool. The security guy from the neighborhood was really cool. He just said, we talked to him for a little bit. He said that you'd be surprised at how many people drive by there or park, or people get stupid and want to go on the property. I mean, I was parked about a half a block up so I could get a good view, and that's about as close as I wanted to get, It doesn't look like what the movie, in the movies.
Yeah.
Kind of does. Once you see it.
They've changed it a lot.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of traffic there then. I mean, enough to have a security guy there.
Yeah, it's like neighborhood patrol kind of, security. Every once in a while, a new book will come out, or a new documentary or something, and I guess the activity flares.
Yeah, they did have a documentary out just a week ago, I think.
Really?
And they changed the house. Has changed the windows. They've redone the windows.
Yep, they have.
Instead of those eye-looking things, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was that originally.
Science Mystery Theater.
Yeah.
That was always so funny.
Yeah, that was good.
Joel and the Bots.
My favorite one was when they're watching that movie about the teenagers that grow really big, they're really tall. You remember that one? That was hilarious.
I can't remember any of them, actually. Soap Doctor. Salt squatch in the house. What? I don't understand that one.
I don't understand Richie half the time anyways.
Don't understand that.
I'm kidding. He knows I love him.
The serpent in the rainbow. Uncle Bones put the serpent in the rainbow, but I don't know why. Well, ladies in the chat, I got to go back to work tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Joe. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Love ya. And
Blair Witch, yeah, Rex. That scared me.
That one made me sick.
That kind of freaked me out because I spent a lot of my youth in the woods.
Which one was that?
No, I'm saying Blair Witch Project, that movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That one kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, just didn't feel good after that. I didn't even care what happened in the movie. I just wanted to get out of there. The family knows. Damn cell phone voice to chat, never listen. Richie's complaining about his phone. Oh man. Okay. So what do you think? What's something you think every person should experience in their lifetime?
Happiness.
Well, like something to do. Let's make it like something you've done that you think is worthy of somebody. You've got to go experience this in your lifetime.
Well, my first thought was to fall in love.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody needs to experience that at least once.
I'm more like what Moggs said, Grand Canyon. Experiencing Grand Canyon.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you could hear me.
Yeah, that too.
Well, to me, living in Florida all my life, the beach and being at the beach is common. I always wanted to go camping and go to the mountains, and that experience of the fresh air, the beauty. And I guess the same would be people that lived in the mountains all their life. They thinking, well, like to come to Florida or someplace else where there's beach and lay on the beach and experience that.
Right.
But I think, you need to go to a place, if you can, that you've always wanted to go to.
Yes.
In your life, if possible, like to Alaska, if you ever wanted to go there, or to the Grand Canyon. Do something like that if you could do it.
Right. Because I remember that always seemed like a big deal as a kid. I want to go to the beach. I want to play in the surf, go to get into the ocean.
Of course.
And then I got taken to the beach and the ocean, and a wave took me down, and that was it. I never wanted to
go into
the ocean again. One time. That's all it took. Never liked it again. But yeah, I can definitely see where if you don't have someplace like geographically you're stuck in one area, how you would want to
snorkeling or
that
was a fun thing to go snorkeling.
Yes,
that was fun.
I couldn't stay down long enough,
that was fun. I went to Key West and did that. It was good. That was fun.
And you have to do all the classes and everything to be all certified and just to do that, right?
Snorkel?
Or do they make it easier for
not for snorkeling, no.
Not to snorkel, no. Scuba diving, you have to.
Scuba diving, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just mask and fins for and snorkel for snorkeling. You know, if you really get into it, it's holding your breath and learning how to use the snorkel. You could stay down longer.
Yeah.
I got to where I could stay down quite a while. It's like I said, you can't get enough of it. You just
Yeah, that was
whole
good.
another world. I love.
Did you ever see a shark?
I've seen them from afar, but never one come up on me.
We had to get out of the water because the barracuda come up, and we got out of the water for that, but didn't see any sharks.
I've had stingrays come at me, a school of them, but it was wicked. They just split, just go right around me.
Cool.
It was. I mean, it was freaky at first because you see them all coming. I mean, just clear as day. The water's so crystal clear, you could see them coming. And they just, I mean,
You
like
know,
3 feet
another
in front of me,
thing,
just whoosh, went around me.
I was big into horses, you know, riding horses and team roping and barrel racing. Had horses. I love that. That was camping and taking your horses. And
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do that. I've camped, Lord knows, and I've ridden horses up in the mountains, North Georgia, and Tennessee, and you know all of that. I love, but I've never done both. I've never camped with on horseback. I would love to.
That was fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that was good.
And not guided. I don't want to do one of those guided things. Just give me a horse. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
We would take ours to the green swamp.
Yeah, that's cool. Did they do well off main paths?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Didn't have any trouble. Anything worked out. It was fun.
Noodling. Who's talking about noodling?
Nope. Don't want to do no noodling.
Not in Florida.
Kind of noodling. Grass, not that kind of noodling. Susie, what would you want to do? What do you think everybody should experience in life? Well, aside from being happy and content and in love and,
Yeah, I said that because there's people in the world, sister, that have never had happiness.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Like in an experience, though. An experience, Like I would love to go do the Great Barrier Reef before
sticking your feet in a cold creek. So mine are like really plain, I think.
You like to go to Sedona and go,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just sticking your feet in a cold creek is I think everybody should experience that. It's refreshing. It's grounding, it's refreshing, it's energizing, it's cleansing. Wait, what else? Has anybody ever had somebody talk in tongues over them?
No.
That was pretty cool.
I was really drunk once.
Yeah, I don't know.
I caught the last part. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I have had somebody speak tongues to me during a retreat that I went to. That happened, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
I know. That's it. That's what it is. Feeling the Holy Spirit. Feeling the Holy Spirit. That's what everybody should feel that. Like at least one time. Like the heat of the Holy Spirit like inside you. I think. I don't know.
What about riding motorcycle?
Ooh,
I've never done that. Did anybody say feeling a baby?
With somebody giving me a ride, but I want to be in charge. That's something I've always wanted to do. Would you say, Tessa?
Somebody give me feeling a baby.
Oh, like feeling it
when they move inside you. It's something that you don't
Right.
You
Remember,
can't imagine how amazing it is, and even when it's annoying, and you're like, stop. It's that
Well,
I miss it.
it's that first time you feel it.
Yeah,
the
very
first is
yeah.
what they call the
Very
quickening. Remember, they call the quickening.
Yeah.
Very first
Like
movement.
it's a flutter. It felt like a flutter
A
kind of.
flutter, a quickening. Yeah. That's neato.
Or the one where it's like it reminded me of when they. I don't know if it's their butt or what, but it glides along your belly, and it's the weirdest feeling ever. And
And your
it's
belly goes, you know?
yeah, and your belly goes from one side to the other. Yeah, that's something special.
It is.
I don't know.
And not many can have that, and that's something that is a blessing we should cherish forever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my husband
answer that,
believes me
Mom.
when I said that my daughter was stepping on my bladder. I said,
Yeah.
she's kicking my bladder. I can't hold any pee right now because she's kicking me. And he goes, how can she be doing that? I go, because she's right there. She's
My
kicking.
youngest, when I was carrying her foot stayed under my left rib, I think 7 out of the 9 months.
Oh,
Yes, I was going to say. That's why I was like, I
God,
failed
it
to see the
killed.
beauty because Timothy was stuck in my rib for like a long time, and I just couldn't enjoy it.
pregnancy is horrible. Don't get me wrong. Like it was the worst time of all of my kids. I hated it. And then you see these like skinny little girls with these like tiny little bellies, and they're like, oh, it's such a joy. No, it was the worst thing I've ever felt in my life, and I never want. But feeling the baby when you're laying down and you're not in pain, and the baby's like moving, that's the best part.
It is kind
But pregnancy sucked.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
What do you guys think? You want to feel a baby move?
I do like how you can put like the TENS unit on a guy's belly.
Oh, yeah.
I love those videos.
I love them.
Those are awesome. I'm like,
we should do that to somebody.
oh, we should do it to Jay.
Do that to somebody.
Do it to Jay. Do it to Moggs, Joe. Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be. If we did it to Jeff, he'd probably already be like, he'd be like, he's so sensitive already that he could already feel probably what his wife went through. But like Jay, no, he told us he wanted to oil us down. Like he needs a good contraction.
Oh, jeez. A good contraction.
Yeah, let's give him a good one.
I haven't seen any make it all the way to 9 or 10. By 4, they're already screaming, and we're like, well, that's just having period cramp, right?
Yes, exactly. that's just monthly. That's normal. Every time I have to talk to you, that's what it feels like.
Oh, is it not coming up? Am I frozen? Did I freeze it out?
No,
John Ayers said, I have never been pregnant, but I have had a beer step on my bladder. That's true. Those are diuretics. That's true. That'll mess with you.
Beer. A beer.
What on the where? Enzo says, a what on the where? Shut up, Enzo. You can be our puppet. You can be our guinea pig. See how far you can get on the scale, the Thames unit.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, what's bad is when this one time when I was pregnant with my first kid, and I was at like the smallest weight that I've ever been. You know, I was really small. And I was like 4 months pregnant, and I just started really showing. And the lady at the grocery store, she's like, oh, how far along are you? And I was just pissed that she even asked me because, like, you know, I was already, I had no confidence at that time.
Oh.
And so I said, I'm not pregnant. And I just looked at her and I walked out. It's been really bad now, but you don't ask people that.
Yeah, that's true. Why do people think that's okay? It's not.
Oh, I did have a friend a long time ago. She looked like she was 9 months pregnant, but it was just normal.
Yeah. What's worse is when somebody come up and want to touch your stomach. It's like, don't touch me.
Or your kid, with their nasty hands, and they're like, "Oh,
touch my baby or my baby."
Yeah, don't touch my kid.
Do not touch my baby.
I think I just saw you picking your nose over there in the corner, like we don't play.
Oh, yep. And though it's a pain scale when you put a TEMS unit on your stomach.
Kidney stone.
But you've passed a kidney stone. I hear those are pretty damn.
I heard those are close.
Hard, yeah. We'll give you a pass.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Painful.
What does Jay say from what?
Now far along.
What? How far along are you? He asked him how far along he was.
Who's he talking
to?
James the contraction.
How far along are you?
He's going down.
What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
I had a guy ask me one time how painful it was to give birth, and I said, well, imagine just pissing a potato. And the look on his face was like, oh, a man peeing a potato. Just imagine that. That's the pain it feels like to push out a good-sized baby with no meds,
I don't think, they don't realize that our bones move.
Yeah.
Our pelvic bone goes from that to that in hours or sometimes minutes. It depends. Right. Some women just instantly go from 0 to 10 centimeters. Okay.
Imagine doing that 4 times.
Going from that to that. And yeah, you feel that. You feel that. And I was supposed to get an epidural on my first kid. It was all ready to go. I wanted pain management. I was pro pain management. But I got there and I was 3 and okay, 1 more centimeter and we'll hook you up with your epidural and Well, they left me. They left me for an hour and I went from 3 to 9 and I missed my window to get my epidural. And I think you were there, Sue. Weren't you there? I was freaking out.
She grabbed me by my neck and she pulled me close to her by my shirt and she goes, we will not let them, when you have your baby, we will not let them miss your window.
When I was giving birth to my oldest daughter, my first child, they gave me an epidural. I get to the hospital, but they gave it to me too early. So by the time the real contractions came, by the time it was time to push, they couldn't give me anything else, and I felt every bit of it.
Yeah. Yep. The window. The infamous window.
You said, what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you? That was the scariest thing that ever happened to me because I had my baby prematurely because I was on antidepressants and I was still working too. So my baby came really early. So we both almost died.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty scary.
How long was Timmy still in the hospital? I can't remember.
2 months. 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
He was 2 months early, but he was 5 weeks.
I had to stay awake while they put my pacemaker in because they fed me breakfast. They weren't supposed to, before operation. And my doctor said, "You're tough. If you can just stay awake, we can just go ahead and do it. We can do this. I'll just deaden it." Wow. I recommend not ever doing that.
Oh my God!
Just tell them you'll just do it the next day, okay?
Oh, I can't imagine.
Because you feel it. Even with the deadening, Every time they would put one of those leads into your heart, it felt like a razor blade. You know how a razor blade,
Oh,
you could feel it every time he stuck a lead in, you felt it. So I would say, no, don't stay awake during an operation.
Oh, that's
But that's
horrible.
not the scariest thing that ever happened to me, though. But
What is the
to where,
scariest
I
thing?
mean, I was absolutely like scared to where I thought that I was going to get sick scared. That's bad.
Oh God. Okay, I'm ready. Tell me.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to know.
well, I had a friend of mine going through a divorce, and her husband wasn't taking it very well. You know, he was giving her trouble. And I was staying with her to just be with her. And we heard this bang on the outside of the house. And you know how you have sliding glass doors, and looked outside, and he had a baseball bat that he had sawed off. And he had that baseball bat in his hand, and he pointed that baseball bat and then pointed it at her. And I was standing beside her. And I thought, oh my gosh. And he come up to that door and come through that sliding glass door. And I had a gun. I had a 38 special, but went and sit at the table, and he had her by the shirt. And I thought, well, if he rears back to hit her with that bat, I'm going to have to shoot him. But he didn't know I had the gun because I had it under the table. But my hand was shaking so bad, I would have never hit him, because it's never like what you think it's going to be when something like that happens. You think you're going to be calm and cool, but you're not. And he did raise his hand up, but we just screamed, and we both screamed out, and he stopped. And he just put his hand down, and he turned around and he left, and we called the cops. But he never knew that I had that gun pointed at him underneath that table. But I can just remember trying to stop my hand from shaking, because it was just like if you had a rattle, there would have been no way I ever would have hit him. And then the next day we come home from working, and he had broke in the house and pulled all the covers and sheets off her mattress, and had a butcher knife sticking in the middle of the mattress.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, boy, that was an episode going through that. But we got through it. But that was pretty scary, going through something like that when you think somebody is going to end up trying to murder you, sooner or later.
Right. Oh,
but man. The cops got him, and after he stayed in jail a while, he finally got over it all. But that was probably the scariest thing I ever went through, was when he come through that door. When he busted through that door, that was scary.
Bill.
Hey, who is that? Miss Bill.
Yay.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Miss Bill.
Hey.
Technical difficulties over here.
Yeah, I know you were trying to get on. Was it Mog's show?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, ladies. Hi.
How are you feeling?
Anyway, my 2 cents is, size matters for sure.
Well, how have you been lately?
Been okay. I don't know, kind of feeling a little under the weather, but pretty good.
That's good.
Something going around.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a cold or anything in like about 13 years now, so.
Whoa. Wow.
There's something out there, I'm telling you. I don't know. My man's been in bed all day. He doesn't do that. He goes 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There is something out there. There's the congestion and there's also comes with the stomach bug, but the cough. It's I don't know. I've never had it where everybody around me is having the same thing. Everybody, I mean.
Yeah.
I've been pretty lucky so far.
Everybody around me is kind of getting something different. It's kind of weird. And I didn't take none of that or anything. No. So, but anyway, other than that, I'm good.
That's good.
Sandra, those were some awesome pictures. I was watching. I was having trouble just getting in. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, see, we're just missing one now, right? Brandy.
What's that?
One.
Yeah, Brandy.
One lady
and Jen.
Brandy.
And
Jen. Yeah.
But Jen was having her dinner tonight, and she said she would try to drop in, near the last.
Right.
She might be here any second now.
I did see her in chat a little bit ago. I thought she said she was driving home.
Oh yeah.
I thought.
Okay. Yeah, she really wanted to be here, but I mean, it's her birthday. She should go out.
Right.
For sure. But we were talking about, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? Do you have something that's happened that was scary, Miss Dill, to you?
Me?
Yeah. What's your scariest moment? What that's happened to you?
Well, I got a list, but I remember this one time I met this guy way out. I can't even remember. It was like Northwest Territories, out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, I was young and dumb. Oh yeah, let's go back for a drink. I'm having a party. So we took this cab ride, and it was snowing. I remember that really bad. And this cab was taking us out in the middle of nowhere. I was like, where in the hell does this guy live? So the cab dropped us off. There's this one house, and it's like way back a ways. And the snow's like up to our knees. And we're walking out there, and the closer I'm getting, I'm like, this looks like an abandoned kind of cabin out in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh.
The cab left. This is about probably 3 a.m. We're walking, and I'm just getting a real bad feeling.
Yeah.
And we go in the house. There's no lights. Like, it was abandoned. And I said, what's going on here? And he's like, that's okay. We got, he started kind of lighting this fire. And just something told me to get the hell out. Because there were like some candles and stuff on the floor that were burnt, like newspapers on the floor. I could tell nobody lived there. There definitely wasn't a party going on.
No.
You wonder what his intentions were.
When he had his back towards me, I took off and started running to the road.
Good deal.
Oh my God. We're complete.
Well, it didn't end there. What happened?
So I had to keep going down the road, and there's farmhouses, but they're spaced like quarter mile apart. We're in the middle of nowhere, and it's snowing, freezing cold, and he starts chasing after me. I see this one house with like the farm light on, and I just went and started banging on the door, and this poor old guy comes out, and he's like, he's freaked out. I'm like, please just help me. And he's like, oh, I can't. I'm like, just please call me a cab or the police or something. So we ended up calling a cab, and it was the same cab because he was just down the road, and he came back and he got me. I'm telling you.
You were lucky. That was lucky you ran.
Right.
Yeah, no, something just told me when he had his back towards me, lighting that fire, to get out.
Yeah.
Have you looked him up since?
Oh yeah, we dated since.
Yes.
He's right back there. He's laying down.
You're throwing that story again.
Oh god.
That's only one thing that comes to mind. I can tell you a million other things, but we don't have time.
So have you looked up his name? Like, wait, what? Like, have you looked up his name to see if he was went to jail or prison for killing other people?
Oh yeah, I almost got picked up by a serial killer too.
Oh my God.
This
is too much.
Oh my
I actually helped getting the guy caught, and he killed like 13 kids.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he pulled the thing. Oh, I need help looking for my dog.
Oh.
We are full. Look at that. There's Jera.
Hey,
Jen.
Hi. Sorry, I was getting ready to clean. So, but you
No,
guys are
Friday night. No cleaning Friday night.
right. Well,
I like
it's
clean at
only
nighttime.
yeah.
I am full up to yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to a good restaurant.
Oh wait.
Say the name of it again.
Buca de Beppo.
Ooh, I love
Oh.
We have
That is
huge
good.
servings. Yes, they're good.
Oh, you guys have them in Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, their
Wait.
desserts come in like a giant dessert.
Yeah,
glass.
everything comes in a serving of 3 for 3 people or 5 people, so it's all family
Oh
style.
my god, it's so
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Mhm. It's good. It's really good.
The total bill was
Nice.
almost $800.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Our waiter was just like, I know I had a table of 8, but I didn't know I had a table of 8 ballas. We're like, yeah, son, bring food.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I like the end of your story, Miss Dill, and it's funny.
Yes,
that
Michelle. I don't know what we were talking about, but I caught the tail end of it and I want to hear it.
That Miss
Oh,
Dill, like,
Batman's face when Miss Dill said she dated after like the person sensed that story that she told. Batmom, the look on your face was hilarious. You guys look funny.
I wasn't sure. We've all done some pretty dumb stuff. So.
Yeah.
No, I know, right?
No, that was dumb, but I believe in God. You guys all know that if you know me. And that's just one other situation he took me out of, because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So wait, you did date him after, or you didn't? Like, you didn't, right?
Well, we got engaged. Come
Oh,
on.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
Wow.
Wait, is this a joke?
I'm joking. Come on.
You are? I was so confused for a moment.
No, I ran like hell for my life, literally. No, I never saw the guy again.
You don't know his name or his last name at all?
No. It was
You
one
wanna
of
look
those,
him up.
back in the day.
Well, all models are killers.
Models?
I don't know what he said. I just thought, I don't know what she said.
Oh,
I bet he said he was a model back in the day. I'm still stuck with the serial killer thing too.
Oh,
Like, what happened with that? Either.
Clifford Olson. You can look him up online. He lived right up the road and tried picking me up, and
Oh my gosh, how scary.
I helped him getting him caught, and he killed about 13 kids.
Are you in wet sack? Witness protection. Wet sack.
Is your name really Miss Dill? Is your name?
I know nothing.
no.
That's good.
It's always a Clifford. Eyes in the Woods said it's always a Clifford.
Clifford.
It still was his name Ted Bundy.
Right?
I would have kicked his ass.
Probably.
I'm joking.
So you did get to see, Jen did you get to see Sandra's pictures?
No.
Okay,
no.
we have to show you because
God.
we just have to do that. Hold on. Let's do this. Let me go to the good stuff here, and then we'll go back there. Well, there's one.
Wait, who is that? You know her?
That's Sandra.
That's Sandra.
That's number 2.
All right, man.
That's Sandra. Sandra Popper.
Awesome.
And oops, Jera is buffering. And oh no. And so Batmom, I don't know if she's still there. There we go.
I'm eating.
That looks badass, that picture right there.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn, Sandra, good for you.
Wow.
Let me see.
Miss Sandra, how tall are you?
Okay, yeah, that's where they start.
5'5.5".
Oh God, I wish I was 5'5.5".
You look so tall though in these pictures. You look really tall.
Yeah, right.
Because her
Are you
legs.
sure you're only 5'5"?
5'5.5".
Don't forget the half.
Don't forget that half. Yeah.
That matters.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
look so
think
tall.
I just love that. I love that picture.
You're very symmetrical, Sandra. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I was actually I was moving when they were taking these, because when you're posing, you're moving. You're not like when you're doing your routine. That is, now when you're when you're in the lineup, they'll ask you, like, do a bicep shot or do a back shot, leg shot. But when you're actually doing your routine, you're moving the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, these are really good cameras.
Right.
Not blurry at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll have to try to dig up some of the powerlifting ones.
Oh, this is you? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to. I was trying to ask who that is. Oh my gosh.
Isn't she look amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Miss Sandra, you should be using that one right there for your profile picture.
Oh yeah, that one right there.
That one right there should be her icon. Heck yeah.
That's right.
Well,
that would be cool to sculpt in clay.
We should put a title below saying size matters. That makes Sandra laugh. That was awesome.
Anyway, now you guys got to see Miss Sandra, just amazing.
Well, thank you.
Uh-oh, what happened? Somebody.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, there's Dill. Let me take this off so that.
So what were you guys talking about? You're telling scary stories or times when.
What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, okay.
What about you? What's the scariest thing that happened to you?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I'm sure there's something, but I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Sliding for me was a car accident. Sliding towards a tree and not being able to do a daggone thing about it.
Oh yeah, that'd be
no control.
Can't do it.
Were you hurt?
Yeah, I wound up putting the backs underneath the back of my ear open. Had glass in my head. My hand was all cut up from the impact of the tree.
And that's kind of like my scariest thing was getting a phone call in the middle of the day to your kid saying, "Mom, come now, come now. I'm in front of the Little Caesars, come now. And then it cuts out.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
So I
What
jumped in the car and ran and went a block down to just coming up to the lights and seeing her car mangled.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
And not seeing her, knowing she called me, but when you see the instant I saw the car, I panicked.
Oh my gosh.
And having to continue to drive and get to the other side where I saw a bunch of people, and she was sitting there on the sidewalk in shock.
Oh, poor baby.
Where she had made a left turn on a green. It was one of those, not an arrow, but you take a cautious green,
Right.
And the car hit her. They mistook each other and they spun her around and knocked her around and totaled the car. That was the biggest.
Oh, that's terrifying.
With mine, I don't even fully remember it. I was going around a bend on a back road and during the winter in the Pocono Mountains. Going around a bend, felt the car start to go.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember looking in front of me, and there's a car coming towards me, and then there's a big tree, maybe 75 yards. And I'm probably not that much. I'm guesstimating to my right angle from the car, and there's a Cadillac coming towards me. I'm feeling the car start to go, and then the next thing I know, the tree is here. My car is here. There's the driver's side door is head in. There's glass all over me. My ear is bleeding. My hand is bleeding. My head is full of glass. Tree's here. The car is here, but it hit the driver's side on this side. So the car went airborne, hit the tree, whipped around the tree, and landed.
Oh my gosh.
And I wasn't even going that fast because it was winter. And the winter. And I remember the dude in the Cadillac coming up to the window that was all broken in, leaning down, going, "Are you alive?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, I'm drunk and I'm leaving."
Oh.
He said what?
I'm drunk and I'm leaving. He walks back to his car, and luckily there was a camp of some sort, like a Boy Scout camp or something. And there was somebody in the buildings there, and they called the police and the medics, and they came and put me in the ambulance and got the car towed and everything. But how I was going this way, and the car wound up hitting the driver's side against the tree and facing back out to the road, I don't know. And it was still running, so I had to turn it off because it was leaking gas. I remember that.
Oh, how scary. See, I've never had anything like that, thank God. I think about my kids driving, and it just makes me so nervous.
Yeah, I remember seeing the car coming towards me, starting into the bend, and then being next to a tree. That's it.
Right. Right.
I mean, I hit an elk with my mom and Shelly, doing like 75 miles an hour outside of Flagstaff. And that was scary. It like committed suicide. It, like my mom said, it literally like jumped off the cliff, and she couldn't go to the other lane because there was a diesel. And I wasn't even paying attention. I was in the back seat, thank God, or else I probably would have been killed because the mirror came through the passenger window and hit my mom's arm and broke her arm. But so that would have hit me if I would have been there. I switched seats like right before, like when we stopped at the rest area. I got in and I took off my seatbelt, and I was turning like facing her. And so all I knew is that all of a sudden the glass exploded. Like it was like an explosion. It was like, we just started screaming. Yeah, like what was going on? We just know the glass. And my mom, I think she was in shock because she just pulled over for like a second, and was like, "You guys are okay." She was like super creepy, calm.
Yeah.
Which she's always, but real creepy. She's like, and she just kept driving. And then I like 6 other people hit the same elk after we hit it. My brother's friend's parents hit it because they went back to go get it, but it was pulverized.
Oh my
I've only ever been in one accident, and my car was totaled. I was kind of stuck in the car. I was coming down the local highway, and it was one of the worst storms in the middle of the day in Florida, where the rain's coming down so hard you can't see 2 feet in front of your windshield. I had about 6 cars in 3 lanes. I was in the left lane, and I had about 3 miles to go, and all I had to do was make a left turn to get home. So I remember thinking to myself, I'm staying in this lane. Cars in front of me, they all slowed down. A couple had their hazards on. It was that bad, but everybody was pacing like maybe 20 miles an hour. This little pickup truck comes up to the right side in the center lane, right of me, comes through an intersection. We just get through the light, and he comes flying up. So from light to light, about maybe a quarter of a mile, if that. It was a good little stretch, but he was going like revving up real fast, and then nobody would move to let him by because nobody was moving, but he kept going, trying to get around everybody. Next light comes. I didn't have to stop. I slowed down a little bit, and as I'm coming through the intersection, I guess he revved it, tried to get in front of me, but the tail end of his truck, his truck bed fishtailed into my car so hard that it sent me spinning instantly. I lost control, spinning, went to the median, and I thought for sure I was going to flip over. That's how fast I was spinning around. I get to the median and somehow get over it, and next thing you know, I'm in the oncoming traffic on the other side of the highway, and the cars are flying. It's like something out of a movie where I'm hearing horns, and they're dodging me, until this one white car I see as I'm turning into a spin. I seen the girl, I saw the driver. She come and she hit me with such force that it spun me back the opposite direction. It whipped me back around. I spun around so hard I hit her. I ended up hitting her before she had time enough to clear, getting past me. We just I hit her twice. She hit me, I hit her. And then it just spun me back. I'm heading back to the other side. I'm getting ready to hit the median again, going back over it a second time, and I see this big truck in front of me, and it's hitting me head on. I knew it. At that point, I just remember dropping my hands down to the bottom of the steering wheel, and I just kind of let go of my shoulders, and I remember saying it out loud. I said, "Oh, Lord, help me," because I knew I wasn't going to make it out. I was driving a little Ford Focus, little with the
gosh.
I see this big black truck, and just as it's about to hit me head on, I was still in a spin, mind you. It ended up hitting me right at the door frame of the driver's door. My passenger window and the windshield both. I just remember just turning my head, and I could feel the glass just boom, boom, boom. But then they hit me so hard, it just boom, I stopped. Right then, that's when I stopped.
Was it like slow motion?
Yeah, everything slowed down. I can tell you every last detail of every second that happened. I saw my stuff going flying off the front seat because I had my purse, my work bag. I just left work. It was a Saturday. I was meeting this lady it was during the COVID shutdown. I was meeting a lady at the Publix, local grocery store. I was buying a foot pedal for a sewing machine because I was making face masks, and my foot pedal broke and off one of those local market things. I told her to be safe. Let's meet at the grocery store. I get there, and of all things, after all this happened, it was the wrong pedal. I never got the right one, so it was a wasted trip to begin with. But yeah, I remember cars. There was a car that pulled up in front and kind of at an angle, and a van pulls up beside. They kind of shielded me, and these are just people that were passing by. I saw what happened. Lady rolls the window down, asking, "Are you okay? You okay?" One lady gets out. Now, mind you, the storm's still going, lightning crashing over top of us. I'm yelling at her, "Get through a broken windshield. Get in your car. Get in your car." I was fine. I think if anything, I felt pain in my left leg where the truck hit me. My leg must have just kind of flew up a bit, and the door slammed into it. But I wasn't pinned per se. I was just trapped. The door was mushed. The whole driver's side was mushed in because that's the only side that I got hit on. Every time I spun and hit into a car, the next one, boom, next one, boom. It was all on my side. And I walked away. I walked out of that. They had to cut me out because I couldn't get the door open on the driver's side, and I couldn't get over the console to get through the passenger. They didn't want to move me, and they thought I should have been dead. When I remember when I finally came to a stop, I'm looking for my phone. I'm frantic looking for my phone because it's on the floorboard. I pick it up, and I must have accidentally picking it up, made emergency call because I hear somebody talking. I lift it up to my ear. It's a dispatch for 911. And she's asking, did I need help? And I'm telling her I was just in an accident. She's like, wait, you're the one in the accident. I guess everybody
was calling.
The person was calling in. I said, yeah. Wow. She was like, you're okay. I mean, you could hear it in her voice, like, oh my God, you're okay. The ambulance, the police, everybody shows up. They're all rushing over. They had the gurney out. They just, I guess they thought I shouldn't have walked away from it. They come running over and they see that they're like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I think so. I was like, I think so. But yeah, that was probably the one time in my life that I can honestly say I didn't think I was going to live. Twice. When I came over that median, I thought I was going to flip and I'd have been gone. I mean, it was just that fast, spinning around and around, going over the median, coming traffic. I didn't think I was going to make it through that. I just remember dropping my hands down on the steering wheel and just kind of giving it to God. And in a sense, I said, oh, Lord, please help me.
One of the worst nightmares I've ever had, I was in an accident. It wasn't it, but it's weird. I don't know why. And it's so real. It was so real. I can remember it was so real and it was so terrifying. And now, like when I'm in a situation where I'm on the freeway, like stuck in traffic and I'm on a bridge, I get anxiety like bad. Like I almost have a panic attack because that nightmare was that scenario. And it was like kind of like what happened to Stevie where, she's helpless and there's cars coming at her. Like I was in an accident and it stopped my car. And then I was unconscious, but I was aware I was unconscious somehow. And my head was leaning against the window. And then there was oncoming traffic that was coming right at my car and I wasn't awake. So I couldn't do anything to like move myself out of the way. And it was just a terrible nightmare.
Oh, by the way, sorry, not to interrupt you, but that ended up being a double hit and run. The guy in the pickup that hit me initially, that fishtail that was impatient, he took off. He never even stopped. And then the big truck that hit me last, that shattered my windows and stopped me. I saw them pull off to the side. They climbed up on the median right beside me because they stopped me almost exactly where I started. That's how fast I was spinning all over the highway. I was almost back to it, but just facing the opposite direction. But that truck pulls up along on the median, and I thought he was just getting out of traffic, getting out of the road. No, kept going. Jumped on the other side of the highway and kept going. Yeah, there were witnesses to the truck, not the initial one, but the last one that took off. They got tag number, but it ended up being a stolen vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the best. Yeah, they still have it as an open case, but I'll never know.
When was that?
That was, I just started, I think, chatting on YouTube. It was probably 3 years ago, maybe 4, almost 4.
Wow.
Yeah. About 3, probably.
Miss Dill, what were you saying about your accident?
Oh, I was driving down the road and I had like a tie rod under the bottom of my car. Don't really know what the hell it is meant for, but it was hanging down. And when
Dill, it's hard to hear you, hon. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
It's real low.
Yeah. It
wasn't like before.
Is that better now?
I think it's good.
Yeah, just talk a little bit louder. It'll work.
Okay, I just changed something. Is that better? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
That was it.
No, I was driving and I had like a tie rod, this little thing under my car, like I said. And it was hanging down a bit and I knew about it. But it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like really holding my car together or anything. I just took this turn and it caught like the edge of the grass somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a little ditch and all these trees. I happened to just bounce between, I don't even know how it was possible. I could show you a picture. And I rolled my car, I think, 8 times.
Oh my God.
Landed on the roof. And my window, it was summer, was undone. I just crawled out and I jumped up and I was like, and these people pulled in behind me. They're, oh my God, you okay? You okay? They're all freaking out. And I'm like, I'm fine. I just want to go home, right? I was in shock, but I was okay. The cops came and everything. I'm like, I'm fine. And really, I was fine.
Wow. How scary. You guys are all brave. I would be like I would not handle that well at all.
Wow.
I know. Gosh, you just wonder how you make it through something like
you
that.
go through a little bit of a shock. And I tell you what, since that day, I get real nervous driving in the rain, whereas before,
oh yeah,
I could go anywhere. It wouldn't matter. Now I'm a little more consciously aware of my surroundings and everybody else because, yeah, I get nervous when it rains now.
It took me a long time to get used to riding on the freeway, driving on the freeway, because when we lived in California, we were going from LA to San Diego for just a day. We were going to go to SeaWorld. It was going to be a fun day. And we were riding down the Santa Monica when we, all of a sudden, all the lanes just started to close in on us because of construction. And we're all going like 50 miles an hour. So my husband tried to merge and this little truck wasn't going to let him merge in and tried to beat him forward. And he ended up hitting him in the back, of his tailgate. But when that happened, it set off a chain reaction behind us because we were all so close together that it ended up being like 8 car pileup. And all I remember is it was happening and I braced myself. I was 5 months pregnant. So I was braced. And when I opened my eyes after we stopped moving, his car battery, the truck battery, was sitting right in front of my face.
Oh my God.
What? Oh my gosh.
I was not injured. He wasn't injured. Yeah, that was scary.
Wow.
That was a scary one.
Okay, on the opposite side of this, have anybody ever had anything that told you not to do something or prevented you from doing something, going somewhere, whatever, and then you realized within that moment that it probably saved you?
You could.
Yeah, I already told that story.
Right.
One of them.
I have a weird thing that happened today, if you want to hear it. It was weird. I had a lot of running around to do, but the first thing I needed to do was take my dog to the groomer. So I went to the groomer to make her appointment. You drop her off. And I was getting her cocker cut and making sure things get done. And I was going to walk out and leave. And then I stopped and I came back in and I said, you know what? I want to be real clear about, I was being a Karen, her ears, get the inside of the hair and the ears out because she gets ear infections. So I took special time to stop myself and go back in and do that. Whereas normally I would probably have just walked out. But those 5 minutes of going back in, I think saved me from getting in a horrible accident today because I need to go over the mountain. You guys have all been with me when I go on live and take you to the pharmacy when I go over the mountain. Well, that's what I had to do. I got on the mountain, but I didn't go live today because, I just needed to get this done and had my tunes going and went over the mountain. As soon as I got over the mountain and made the turn to go off onto the freeway, major accident right there people were just getting drug out of the cars. It was like I saw at least 7 vehicles, mangled cars, glass everywhere. You know, there was one car ahead of me, so it had, but there were 3 cops behind me coming, so it still had to have been like 5 minutes. Or, you know, I'm thinking because the cops weren't there yet, they were coming in behind me, and I had to move over to let them go by me. But had I not stopped and, you know, reiterated about what I wanted done with my dog, I think my timing would have been right there, right at that time, whatever happened today.
Yeah.
It was like, took a deep breath, and I got on the freeway, and I was like going, you know, a little bit slower, and I was contemplating, wow, that could have been me.
Yeah.
Because that just happened. I mean, the cars were still steaming, and people were, the look on people's shocked faces, and it was just horrible, you know, and it brings back memories of other accidents, and you're like, oh, that could have been me. And I went and took care of my business, got my meds, came back on the freeway. They were all still there, all kinds of fire engines and ambulances and everything. And weird. Just
now, do you think that you'll probably always, like, if you ever think of something like that, you're always going to listen to yourself and do it now instead of, you won't second guess it. You'll probably
it just shows you that you never know from one moment to the next what could happen.
Right.
You know, all of us have had stories where you don't know what can happen to you in the blink of an eye. You know, it really makes you think, you know, tell the people you love them, you know, pay attention to your kids, you know, and it just makes things like that a little more real.
Right.
Yeah. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's something.
That's scary.
It is. But ladies, we have already gone over 2 hours. I want to thank you guys for being here, bringing all the ladies together for a quick chit chat. Seeing those
you guys are fun to
photos. What was that?
That was amazing. Something.
I said you guys are awesome to listen to.
But anybody in the chat have any final questions for the ladies while we have them all on?
And no, we will not put oil on you.
Jay already he just left. Jay supposedly just left. He says he has to work tomorrow, so he wanted to go to sleep because it's 11 o'clock over there in Florida. So
yeah, it's 11. Yep, 11.
Oh, I'm so glad it's Saturday tomorrow.
I know. Yay!
He's got to massage that suede oil into his new chair. That's what he's doing.
All right.
For sure, he needs to do that. Well, any
Jay's happy. I think Jay's happy.
I think so too.
Yeah, he's happy.
Yeah, but he does need a chair because we're all used to seeing him in a chair. So get a nice little comfy chair for him.
I know. I got me a chair.
Yep. Awesome.
I love my chair.
Anything else, ladies? Any last? Nothing? Okay. No. But hey, everybody, thank you for joining me. Don't forget about my show on Sunday night, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to be having barbecue, Bigfoot barbecue. Jay Birch is going to be coming on and talking about his some activity he had this summer. And then we have a big announcement to make. So we'll be putting that out. There's going to be some changes happening. And I think I even had a little thing. I can't remember. I put a thing. I had to show my dog too. But the big announcement on Sunday, I've got like 3. So
Gosh.
we're going to do those announcements and I'm going to save them. That way you have to come back and listen to them on Sunday.
Okay, sweet.
But one of them makes me sad and the other one makes me really happy. So
Nikki, are you pregnant?
Hell no. No, Mother Nature took that away from me already. So I'm all good there. But and that's my puppy. She got today. So
How cute.
I thought it was.
She looked like a flamenco dancer.
She does. She's dancing at the Tropicana.
Yeah. She's like, she's not happy because
she needs feather.
Anyway, once again, thank you all for being here. See you guys on Sunday.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody.
Bye.